Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on July 27, 2020. Shares mixed, gold marks new record peak. Global stocks were mixed on Monday ahead of earnings reports, while gold hit its record high as the worsening tensions between the United States and China supported yellow metal as the safe haven asset. Futures for the S&P 500 climbed 0.4%, while European shares recovered some of their losses from Friday, with Euro Stoxx 50 futures adding 0.2%. In Asia, MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan rose 0.4%, driven by a 10% rally in Taiwanese cheap heavyweight TSMC shares. Chinese stocks lost most of their early gains, last time traded 0.1% higher, while Japan's Nikkei decreased 0.5%. Meantime, gold surged 1.6% to its all-time peak of $1,943 per ounce, surpassing a high hit in September 2011. Google faces accusation over using customers' data. The Australian Competition and Consumer Commission on Monday accused Alphabet's Google of misleading consumers to get permission for use of their personal data for targeted advertising, seeking a fine in the millions and aiming to establish a precedent. According to the court documents, Australian regulator accused U.S. tech giant of not explicitly getting consent of properly informing consumers of a 2016 move to combine personal information in Google accounts with browsing activities on non-Google websites. This change allowed Google to link the browsing behavior of millions of consumers with their names and identities, providing the company with extreme market power. However, Google said the change was optional and consumer consent was sought through prominent and easy-to-understand notifications. The company also added it intends to defend its position. Ryanair posts huge net loss due to the pandemic. Irish budget airline Ryanair Holdings plc posted on Monday its first quarter net loss due to the consequences of the coronavirus pandemic. Amid this, the company said it is unable to give any guidance for fiscal 2021 at this point. During the 3-month ended June 30th, the airline hit net loss of €185.1 million, $215.7 million, compared with a net profit of €242.9 million for the year prior period. Revenue for the period was €125.2 million, which is significantly lower than the €2.31 billion last year. Meanwhile, the company said it expected a narrower net loss for the next quarter, reflecting a gradual return to flying from July 1st. China's industrial profits shows fast rise in June. China's Statistics Bureau reported on Monday that the country's industrial profits climbed for a second straight month in June, marking the fastest pace in over a year. The profits at Chinese industrial firms surged 11.5% year-on-year in June to 666.55 billion yen. $95.27 billion, the quickest profit growth since March 2019. Such figures followed May's first monthly growth in earnings since November, before the start of the coronavirus pandemic. Overall, for January-June period, industrial firms' profit fell 12.8% year-on-year to 2.51 trillion yen, when easing from a 19.3% drop in the first 5 months.